WhiskyJason here, whiskey from the viewpoint of an American in Germany tasting rare and exotic whiskeys. Today I have something from John McCrae and Co. It says McCrae on the bottle. It's an Inchgower, distilled October 1996, bottled in September of 2016, so 1 month away from the 20 years. So it's a 19-year-old single cask sherry butt, 150 bottles, 54.4% ABV. Since 2014, John McCrae & Co. have been importing into Germany. It's part of the Hunter Lane Company. And this is a Speyside single cask. Now, Inchgower is not a company you hear very much about, even though they produce over 2 million liters of alcohol a year. Now, only less than 1% actually is used for the single malt production. Everything else goes into blends such as Bell's, Johnny Walker, and so on. So 1871, Alexander Wilson founded this distillery after the property prices went up or doubled his rent in the place he was. 1903 to 1930, the distillery was closed. Arthur Bell came along, bought it, and actually modernized it. 1985, Guinness came along and bought it. And then Guinness actually turned in something we call today Diageo, this behemoth of a multinational spirits company. Now, this bottle actually has an interesting little thing on the back of it. It's called the, oh, my Gaelish is very, very poor, S-G-U-R-R, so Screw, F-H-U-A-R-A-N, Furayan. So that's the battle cry of the clan McCrae, is more than a call to arms. It is one of the 5 sisters of Kintail, a mountain range of 5 peaks overlooking Loch Doch in the Scottish Highlands. And the story of the ridge is one steeped in legend. A crofter, after losing 2 of his daughters, feared for the remaining 5. To protect him, a deal was made with a Cailleach, who transformed the daughters into 5 mountains that overlook his croft. His children were forever safe, but he paid the ultimate price. All right, Gaelish Scottish legends. This was given to me at a whiskey fair. Thank you very much, Eno, from the Farad, Germany. And they are now the distributor here for many different spirits, including rum and also some types of whiskeys here in Germany. So the nose, first of all, it's very mild. I'm getting a little bit of a type of very weak molasses. I'm getting a little bit of lemongrass. I'm getting a little bit of the alcohol. It's 54.4%, so I should be getting a little bit more of that, and a little bit of that sherry moment, dark, overripe plums, as well as a tiny little bit of, yeah, I'm getting more plum than anything else. Once again. Plum, over here we actually have a plum marmalade. That's what I'm getting. A lot of that dark, rich plums and even figs. That was it. I was looking for that. A little bit towards the fig and the plums and so on. Nice, nice, nice. 19-year-old, 54.4% ABV, 19-year-old single cask Speyside whiskey from Inchgower. Much spicier, much more flavorful than I expected. What is, oh, at the end, that barrel, old barrel kicked in really, really nice. Those, a little bit of the European oak is there. Very, very good. Very sweet, very nice. This is actually a B++ in my book. Wonderfully done. So what I'm not a great fan of at the moment, And I know a lot of my friends actually do this little. They do the bourbon. I'm sorry, they do the whiskey journey. They start off with something very low, then move their way up to something a little bit higher class, and they go up to the cask strength. They love to go over to the Isla, the smokiness and so on, and then they come back to these old ex-bourbon cask matured 14, 15, 20, 25-year-old bourbons that are very, very nice. They kind of, towards the end of their journey, they avoid the sherry bombs, and they avoid these very sherry types of whiskey. But at the moment, in my journey, I'm still avoiding the smoky peatedness of Isle, and I'm really, really enjoying a lot of whiskeys that has a very faint, very subtle, but yet very delicate aroma of the sherry as well as a typical distillery character. This is nice. Wow, it's a long-lasting. I'm going to go back to the figs. I have a little bit of dates. I have these overripe plums. And what I really get the second time when I smell is I get a lot of lemongrass in there. Really, really nice whiskey. Now over here it's 115 euros if you can find one of the 150 bottles that were, I think, exclusively delivered to Germany. So if I ever say rare and exotic whiskeys, once again, you're not going to be able to find this, I think. Even I couldn't find a shop online to buy it at. Very, very nice. The B plus is actually going to stick with this. I get a little bit of the saltiness, a little bit of the maritime moment. And that old cask is really, really a nicely embedded moment here. I don't know if I'd use it one more time, a further time, but for this 19 years, I'm sure it's a third or maybe even fourth fill. Just imagine that. First of all, you made the cask for sherry. Then you put a 12-year-old in there. You put another 12-year-old. You put another 12-year-old. And then you did the last time another 19 years. So 36 plus 19. Wow. Over 50 years of age this cask has been used time and time again. And that's exactly the mouth feel, that aroma that I'm getting from like a 50-year-old Scotch, which I've had before. Those 40 and 50-year-old has that old moment that's really, really nice where you go, And that's what I'm getting here, and this is fabulous. This is very, very good stuff. I'm going to dilute it down just a tiny little bit. Yep. Haha, I like this. Sorry. Sometimes I sell my samples online again, but this time this is something I really, really enjoyed. And therefore, the 3 or 4 little drops in here. Lemongrass more apparent. The sherry very, very nicely embedded into this. I don't know who said it, but life's too short for bad whiskey. And that's really, really true sometimes. I've tasted some very poor tasting whiskeys in my life, but this is fabulous. This is something I just could drink and enjoy during the evening. This is just something where you just want to go back time and time again, just nip on it, and just have that feeling in your mouth. It's going to stick for the next 10, 20 minutes, I'm sure. Really, really nice. Wow. My question of the day. What Speyside sherry cask matured single malt whiskey can you recommend for a price tag under $100/80 euros? It can be single cask or it cannot be a single cask. I would like it to please be cask strength. I need a recommendation for a Speyside sherry cask matured cask strength bottling under $100/80 euros. This wasn't it. What I do have, which I actually shared in my German video, was this one. This is an independent bottler over here in Germany, and this is only a 10-year-old Speyside in a refill sherry cask, 59 euros. Absolutely fabulous. Take a look at that color and so on. Very, very nice. Second fill sherry cask. Good. And you really do get some nice independent bottlers that do fantastic stuff out there. So, WhiskyJason here, whiskey from the viewpoint of an American in Germany enjoying an excellent whiskey with a B++. Value for money, C minus, I'm sorry. If you can find it, I think 115 euros is a little bit too much in my personal opinion. I would have expected something around the range of 89 euros would have been where I was like, expensive, but maybe. At 115, it's like expensive, and I'm happy I have the sample. All right, thank you very much for watching. Please like, please subscribe, please tell others about this crazy American over here in Germany tasting rare and exotic whiskeys. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, my videos come out. See you soon. Bye-bye.